Hi, this is Marisa, and I'm in this amazing Jacobean manor in Rushden teaching RTT. And this is a new thing that we're now teaching some residential RTT, and that we all stay in the same place. We get to have breakfast, lunch, dinner, hang out together. Because one of the things I love about RTT is the connections we make with amazing people who come and train with us, who become incredible friends, lifelong friends. We've been doing this for 7 years now, and we've seen some really deep friendship. And so we've all made friends with Declan, who's here studying RTT. So Declan, I wanted to ask you, first of all, how are you finding the experience of studying RTT in a residential place with all these other people?
Absolutely fantastic. It's a total immersion experience. I think there's 80 to 100 people here, and we know each other by name. Pretty much all of us. We've all broken bread together, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We go out together. We go for walks together in the evening. You're away from your regular life, and you're really immersed in your studies. So I really enjoyed the experience. I'm glad I booked it. I would recommend everyone who's studying RTT would come to something like this. I think it'll bring you on months and months in your training. But I've loved it, yeah. Heading away tomorrow and kind of feeling excited to go home, but a little bit sad to say goodbye to some friends for now anyway.
And has it brought you on months and months in your training? Tell me about that.
No question about it. We were asked this morning what was our biggest takeaway so far, and it's been yourself and your team. I messaged my wife after 3 hours on the first day talking about already what I'd achieved. I couldn't believe it. You guys are so effective at, that's what I said in the first break. I was like, I can't believe you're so effective at making us effective from, pretty much, I wouldn't say beginner, but yeah, it's a method we're not used to. And there was myself and a dozen people, and we all shared the same experience. Within an hour, we felt more confident. Within 3 hours, I should say, we felt really confident by the end of the first session of the first day. So yeah, I'm loving it, really.
And what's it been like watching the live sessions? We've done 3 so far. What's that been like for you? Because, of course, when you're here with people, you don't just see the session. You see the profound difference in the person. Every single day they turn up with looking and acting differently. So tell me what you've noticed about that.
Well, I've noticed over the years, so I worked for 10 years as an acupuncturist, and I could see physical changes in people when we would work on their holistic wellness. But I saw it very quickly. That was my takeaway, because it's called rapid transformational therapy. There was a gentleman on the first day, and I just noticed his body language, and he was frowning and his shoulders were down. And this guy is a shining light here for the last 4 days. It's like he's had a facelift. It's like he's had he's gone back in time. Was always a wonderful, charming man, but you're seeing the best of him now, really. And I think he's seeing the best of himself. And that, all 3 sessions have been very powerful. What I noticed actually, Marisa, on this, I think the third day, I think the first day people were looking at how you conduct the live sessions, and I think they were like, I'm never going to be as good as her. But even last night, we went out, we headed up the road to the village, and people are feeling like it's only a matter of time. We need to be doing it as long as Marisa's doing it to be that level, but everyone's feeling very confident, and the transformation, it does exactly what it says on the board, really. It's rapid, it's transformational, and it's a wonderful therapy to see these people being so comfortable in front of an audience, really in front of a crowd, opening up, being honest with themselves, letting go. Oh my goodness. I've really enjoyed it. It's given me a lot of excitement about, I was asked what was my challenge today. My challenge this week has been to try and stay present at the training, because seeing what this does, I can't wait to get home and start working with people. That's been my own personal challenge. Try and focus and not start dreaming about business plans and stuff,
How do you see RTT affecting your parenting skills? Because it's such an all-round therapy that it isn't something you turn up at your office, put on your hat and go, I'm a therapist now. I think all RTT therapists realize that it improves your marriage, it improves your parent, it improves your whole life, because it's not what you do, it becomes who you are, that the conversational skills, the questioning skills. So how do you see this impacting your parenting?
I think it's helped me to let go of guilt a little bit. I probably raised my voice a little bit. I probably lost my temper a bit over the years. I mean, in 11 years of being a parent, it's been 99% amazing. But of course, we remember that 1% of times we let ourselves down a little bit. I was actually in the swimming pool this morning just thinking about that, and it's like, it's pointless in holding on to it. It's not helping the guys, my beautiful children, if I hold on to any kind of shame or regret. Just let it go. Like, and I would say that as a coach for the last 5 years, just let it go. And they are words, but when you actually let it go, like, I think people will get that from me a lot more now when I say to somebody from the bottom of my heart, let it go, because I think I've been saying it on an intellectual level and I hadn't really let go of some stuff. So as a parent, I think our expectations of our children we never really wrote off and ordered a whole set of expectations, but we have them. And I think I will have released a lot of those expectations.
I think when you do RTT, you learn to ask your children different questions, like, what's wrong with you? But what happened to you?
Yeah.
Why are you so bad? Becomes, what's going on? Why are you doing that to your sister? So I think one of the things that makes RTT amazing is the level of questioning, the way we do it very differently, but also the level of installing different beliefs in our kids, in ourselves, in other people.
You've worked with some incredible people that we would all admire in global business, in sports, in entertainment. And I think the vast majority of your followers may not be at that level. They're kind of looking and saying, if I was famous, I'd be happy. If I had all the millions and the riches, then I'd be happy. If I was more successful, then I'd be happy. But you've had the pleasure of treating people from all walks of life. Is that true? Will they be happy when they reach those goals?
No, a lot of them are actually very unhappy, because the more you have, the more it's a spinning plates, and you've got all these homes all over the world and all these businesses, and you're always on a plane. Everything you want in life, almost without exception, is because of how it will make you feel. When you can get the feeling without the thing, you've already won. And so a lot of people think, I need to be a millionaire to be happy. I need a big house to be happy. I need a perfect body to be happy. But there's lots of millionaires with big houses and perfect bodies who are not happy. So clearly those things don't make you happy. But many people set off on a belief that I have a dream and I'm going to go over there and I'm going to be rich and famous and successful and I'll be really happy. Then we look at people like maybe Philip Seymour Hoffman, who was rich, famous, and successful, and took a heroin overdose, or someone like Heath Ledger, gorgeous, amazing, talented, gifted. And you think, well, how could that person do that? But people always think that fame damages people, but I've actually found quite the opposite. I've found damaged people are drawn to fame, because working with very famous people or working with people at the top of their game, like movie stars and supermodels, you actually realize very quickly, they have exactly the same problems as everyone else, whether you're a baker, a school teacher, an Olympic athlete, or a global movie star. I realize that all my clients have the same problem, and it always comes back to the same thing. I just don't feel good enough. So if you'd love to train in RTT or indeed RTC, I think it's the best job in the world. You might just do too. Click the link below and you can find out all about it. Check out my next video here.